You wake up and you're just, well, completely drained, irritable. There's this heavy hum of anxiety in the background, and your first thought is usually, you know, work is stressing me out or I just didn't sleep well.
Right. We always look for an external reason.
Exactly. But you likely completely ignore what is happening right then inside your digestive tract. So welcome back to our deep dive. This is actually episode 6 in our series on Dr. Daniel Amen's book, You Happier.
And it's such a crucial one because our mission today is to really uncover the biological blueprints of your mood.
Yeah, we're exploring why your emotional resilience is actually dictated by your gut microbiome. Because, we default to seeking psychological reasons for a terrible mood, blaming jobs or relationships.
Or the news, right? But a poor mood often stems directly from a biological deficit rather than a psychological one. I mean, there is a non-negotiable biological foundation to happiness.
Which sounds intense, but it relies on a few basics.
Yeah, exactly. So you need broad-spectrum multivitamins for baseline brain optimization. You need vitamin D for depression prevention, omega-3s to reduce inflammation, and, crucially, probiotics.
Okay, wait, let's drill into that probiotic piece. Because we hear the word constantly, but rarely discuss the literal mechanics.
We really don't.
Like, if we think about the 30 feet of digestive tubing, it's lined with a single layer of cells. It functions almost like a bouncer at an exclusive nightclub.
I love that analogy. The tight junctions between those cells, well, they are supposed to let the nutrients into the bloodstream and keep the toxins out.
Right, but how does a failure in that barrier physically alter brain chemistry? That's the part that trips people up.
Well, when those tight junctions widen, the bouncer essentially falls asleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so undigested proteins and toxins just flood into the bloodstream, which triggers systemic inflammation.
And that inflammatory response physically disrupts the blood-brain barrier, right?
Exactly. It impairs the brain's ability to utilize neurotransmitters. But even more fascinating is what happens with the 100 trillion microorganisms living in that tract.
100 trillion. It's hard to even picture that.
It really is. And they aren't just digesting food. They are actively manufacturing the majority of your serotonin and dopamine.
Wait, really? The majority?
Yes. They synthesize these chemicals from the amino acids in your diet and then package them into molecules that communicate directly with your central nervous system via the vagus nerve.
Which means, if you don't maintain that 85% ratio of beneficial bacteria, you literally lack the workforce required to produce those happiness chemicals.
That's exactly it. You're operating with a skeleton crew.
Let me ground this in a highly stressful afternoon, because this happens to everyone. Deadlines are piling up.
Oh, yeah. The 3 p.m. slump.
Right. And the automatic coping mechanism for so many of us is grabbing a sugary energy drink or, a diet soda packed with artificial sweeteners just to power through.
Which is the worst thing you could do in that moment. Spiking your system with sugar or artificial sweeteners creates a highly acidic, hostile environment in the gut.
It's basically a toxic workplace for those microbes.
Literally, you are actively starving the specific microbial strains responsible for converting tryptophan into serotonin.
So in the exact moment you need chemical calmness the most, you are wiping out the very workforce capable of providing it.
The irony is brutal, honestly.
We feel stressed, so we consume the exact compounds that destroy our biological ability to handle that stress. We are functionally bankrupting our own neurotransmitter factory.
But the good news is you can immediately reverse the cycle with one actionable micro habit.
Okay, what is it?
When you hit that afternoon wall, proactively feed the beneficial microbes instead. Just eat a prebiotic food, like an apple, or a fermented option like kimchi.
Just an apple. That seems too simple.
It sounds simple, but the biology is powerful. The pectin fiber in an apple actually survives stomach acid and ferments in the lower intestine.
Oh, so it acts as a direct energy source for those specific serotonin-producing bacteria.
Exactly. You are giving them the raw materials they need to synthesize resilience.
This completely changes the framework. Emotional resilience isn't just a mental exercise. It's biologically constructed in the digestive tract.
Yes. You have the daily power to biologically armor yourself against stress. It simply comes down to what you choose to feed those microbes every single day.
Think about this as you go about your day. If our gut microbes are literally pulling the strings on our anxiety and joy, we really have to wonder how many of our personality traits are actually ours, and how many are just the behavioral side effects of the bacteria we host. Like and subscribe to get notified about the next episode.